All right, so it's Saturday morning. I just brewed myself a cup of coffee, an espresso. I have run club in the morning on Saturday, host it up in Central Park. We run 5-mile loop at like a 9-minute pace. Not relevant to this story, but I'm gonna set a timer on my phone, an hour timer, and I'm gonna clean up the studio a bit. So when I'm cleaning or doing tasks like this where it's kind of mindless, I'm sure it's not unique to me that you start thinking about a bunch of random stuff, and sometimes you get a lot of good thoughts and you can work through a lot of thoughts. So I started to talk to ChatGPT, not in a conversational way, more of a brain dump into the model and have it sort it out and give me either action items or bullet points that I can look back on after the call is over. So you're kind of knocking out two birds with one stone. It's a beautiful day out today, actually. And it's been noticeably helpful for me. So maybe a little tip for other people who may not be doing that already.
So we're working on a knitwear piece right now, and the concept behind it is sitting at your desk for too long and the LED light creating kind of like a faded gradient on the back of your sweater. So Angie's mapping out some of the shapes on Marcus for where this gradient color and some of those rough measurements will come in, and we're using a ring light to kind of get an idea somewhat anatomically correct of where that gradient would need to go. So it's kind of on the upper back, tracing around his traps. And then we like the idea of it somewhat looking like some elbow pads as well. So we're adding just a little bit for our own personal taste on the elbow.
I mean, it just feels professional having me sit here like this. What was it? Probably a little over a year ago now, but we released these cotton knit sweaters. Nothing insanely crazy about them, but they sold out like super fast. So we've been working on a restock. There were some delays there. That's kind of why they're releasing at the end of May. Not ideal, but they're not that heavy. So like you can still wear them in the spring to early summer or cooler summer nights, whatever. So last week we shot with this photographer named Roger. So originally we released black and gray. And so this time we brought the black back just because you can wear black with anything, and then added this blue here. And then the salt and pepper. I think the salt and pepper is like a fan favorite according to the comments on social media. This is what it looks like. This is gonna be kind of like the first 3 posts that we make. Yeah, I can actually show them so you can see the texture. This is the salt and pepper. It's gonna be hard to see like the weight and whatever, but black here, blue here. It's not like a deep navy. It's lighter than navy, but not a cobalt or an electric blue like our race shoes. Those 3 coming May 21st. And then we have some card holders. Here's the card holder. I'm gonna talk about the Alligator first. This is Mississippi alligator, American alligator, real alligator. You know, even the interior of the pocket linings use a calf skin. So, you know, a lot of brands, easy to cut a corner here and use like a nylon lining. But we wanted it to be leather lined, calf skin being one of the nicest leathers you can use for anything, but you know, putting it in a pocket lining just kind of stays true to our desire for quality. So when we first started working on this alligator thing, I didn't know about the rules and regulations around alligator. So when we were importing them back into the US, so the skins come from the US, They go to the tannery, and then from the tannery to our manufacturer in Italy. This is a CITES report. Essentially shows that your American croc or your Mississippi alligator is legally harvested and traced, everything, since it is an exotic skin. And this is very important. This needs to come over to the US when you're importing it back, and you also have to register with the US Fish and Wildlife to declare this shipment import of what it is, and the CITES report comes with it, and there's a whole process involved. Now, it being American alligator, it's gonna be expensive. The hides are extremely expensive. Labor's not cheap. Calfskin interior, not cheap, but it's a quality piece, and I think we're retailing it for $375. Check with Sean over there, nodding his little blonde head up and down. All right, natural veg. The first time we did these, it was natural veg, oxblood, brown, blue, and black. This time we're doing green, navy, natural veg. But the nice part about the natural veg, and the reason it's my favorite, is because as you use it, it patinas, right? So each individual card holder ends up looking completely different because each person uses their card holder much differently, and the oils from your hand and just general environment wear and tear cause it to get these darker patina marks, and overall just darkens with wear. We made them in New York originally, which involved us importing leather hides from Italy, using the same tannery this time. The production was much slower in New York, and honestly, I think the Italian factory does a better job. Lastly, we have this bifold wallet that Clay designed. This is also only going to be in the natural veg, so you'll still get that same patina that you got with the card holder. It's just a lot more leather. A couple things to note here. There's a hidden snap, so on the back end, it's not exposed, but there's a hidden snap to keep it closed. You have a coin pouch here, and then 2 pockets, all leather lined on the interior. And then on this side, you have 1 pocket here, 2, 3, 4, 1 big money pocket, since all you will be stacking these with hundreds. The brainchild of Clay. He made his original sample by hand, May 21st as well. Very excited. Those are hotly anticipated. This is a pen we developed, and a lot of the inspiration for the pen is around drafting, architecture tools, and then tools of just construction trade, because this entire spring summer collection is based around architecture in New York City, scaffolding in New York City, and the shadows that scaffolding kind of casts on the ground. This is the pen. There's a level on the inside. It's a twist open, I guess open, or like twist to get the pen tip out. This is a first sample. I don't know when this is gonna be done. 100 grams, so really heavy hand feel. Really happy with the way it came out. But the reason I got this was because in this drafting shirt, you have main front pocket right here, and then behind it you have a hidden pocket for your pens. It's like the bottom end of the Fibonacci sequence appears in multiple different parts and pieces from this collection. The bottom half of the Fibonacci sequence appears again right here on the posts for the denim. These are the denim shorts, single pleat. This is a Japanese denim. I believe it's 15.5 ounces. It's been raining a lot recently, and I've already posted this jacket, but I just love it so much, I feel like I should put it on here and show you. Yeah. So this is also a piece we're working on, more of like a performance piece. I just really like it. Wore it this morning, it feels great.